Nah, I seen the curly hair daughter. Right. Then the boy, he on his game. I'm like, damn, these Durk kids.
Show your face. Show your face, please. With sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, I want to talk about, FBG Young. He just did a interview with Truth Teller. Shout out to them both, FBG Young and Truth Teller. And he explains that he actually seen Lil Durk's baby mother and his 2 children. And this came at a time after, Lil Durk released a song dissing Duck. And I think D-Thing passed away 2 days prior. So he's seen them. And I want to speak about it because I think this is a valuable lesson that a lot of us can learn from. Not just people in the streets, but if you think that money makes you untouchable, you got another thing coming. All right. So let's get into it. Now, FBG Young, he did an interview with Truth Teller, and he describes that he actually seen Lil Durk's baby mother. Now, not the one that we all know, not India. The one that he was actually married to first, and he got the boy and the girl with. And yeah, they was married. A lot of people give her flack about how she looked, and a lot of people try to shame her. But at the end of the day, I don't see how people try to shame her as if that's not who Durk liked at once upon a time. You see what I'm saying? That's who he loved. He got married and had 2 kids with her. So that's to sit here and say, she's this, she's that, look how she look and whatever. That was in the past. Now she's doing her own thing. They say she a CEO. She definitely fixed herself up. She looks totally different. But that's another story. Now, FBG Young, he said one day, he had the feeling he wanted to take his children out. Boss Baby 2 just came out the movie. He wanted to take them to the movies. He took them. Now, he had a feeling that he was going to run into somebody. He didn't know who. He didn't know it was going to be an op or whatever. He just described that he knew he was going to run into somebody. So he take his children to the movie theaters. Before the movie, he goes online to pretty much try to get, whether it's soda, whatever for the movie. Now, he said as he was in line, waiting for his stuff, he just happened to look up because he had his head in his phone and he see a curly haired kid. Now, he said he happened to look over and he noticed like, yo, that's Lil Durk's children. Then he looks over, he see the baby mother, he automatically knows who she is. And then he realized that she's there with, her family as well. Right? Now, he says that she kind of pulled her kids to her. I guess she probably identified, knew who he was, or probably not because she's, her and Durk relationship isn't too good right now. Let's just say that. But anyway, he says that, at that time, he just finished dissing Duck after D-Thing lost his life. And, he pretty much realized that at that point in time, he could have did whatever to them kids. Now, shout out to FBG Young because he doesn't strike us as one of those guys that just crash out and do weird things. You see what I'm saying? He could have did anything for clout. He could have pushed them, could have sat here and took a video. He could have spit. There's guys that do crazy things, man. And that's because if they can't get to you, they get to your family. And what's funny? That'll hurt the most. Knowing that something happened to your kids or your child's mother or family member, your mother, whoever, because of you, that'll hurt you more than somebody actually doing something to you because now you gotta live with that. But shout out to FBG Young because he didn't take no videos. He could have did something as simple as, played the clout role, took a video and at Lil Durk or posted it and say something slick like dudes dissing and I could have did this, but I didn't do that. He didn't do none of that. We actually would have never even knew that happened if he would have never even said that in the Truth Teller interview. So, you know, I gotta give props on this dude, man. Shout out to him for that, because like I said, a lot of dudes would have took the initiative to do something else. Now, here's a lesson that I think we all need to learn. When it comes to situations like this, when you think you got too much money and you can't be touched, this is a proven fact that no matter how much money you have or how you think you can hide from your ops or do whatever you think you could do, guess what? You can always be touched in some form or fashion. And to be honest with you, I don't think that Durk kids or his baby mother should be sitting there going to a public movie theater like that, because of situations like this could happen in the type of status that Durk has in Chicago. However, him and, you know, the baby mother isn't on the right terms right now. So I'm pretty sure it's kind of hard for him to tell her what to do. But at the end of the day, them kids is involved. And like FBG Young said himself, if he was somebody that crazy or somebody that was willing to crash out or just wanted quick publicity, he could have did something foul. And then he would have ended up hiding or doing whatever he wanted to do. But guess what? Now it's a cat and mouse game. You gotta catch me now. I ain't gotta worry about you. I did what I need to do for whatever attention. But yeah, like I said, I just found this kind of interesting, man. Because like I said, you think you could run or you think you could, you know, hide your tail. But a lot of times, depending on who you messing with, man, you could definitely be touched in other ways. And seeing this kind of reminds me of the whole Mimo situation, where he described on Truth Teller as well that he's seen Rico Reckless somewhere as well, but he's seen him that he had his son with him. You know, so he could have did whatever. You know, Rico calls him a snitch. He calls him all type of names. So he said he could have did something, whether it was to him or his child, but he opted not to do anything because of his son. You know, and at that point, I grew a different respect for Mimo, you know, no matter in regards to anything else. But you gotta remember, a lot of dudes these days, they aren't living by any type of codes. They don't got no morals, no values, no principles. You know, and where I'm from, kids, women, family members like that, anybody that's not in the streets into it the way y'all into it, they off limits. But like I said, it's a new generation, and it seemed like those same codes do not exist. You know, so like I said, shout out to FBG Young, shout out to Truth Teller. That interview is actually funny. That clip is funny as the man, FBG Young told him where the word drill originated from, pretty much telling him that it originated from like Chief Keef and them. And he said that he don't really like that word because at first, Young and them was calling themselves hitters. So they wasn't saying drill. Drill was pretty much coming from the other side. But now he deals with it because it's like a national thing when people are describing people from Chicago. So he said, you know what? I get it. But right after he explained to Truth Teller where the drill word originated from, Truth Teller comes and say, so how do you feel about being a drill rapper and drill this? He said, yo, I just told you. I'm not a drill. I don't like that word, but just funny, man. Shout out to Truth Teller, man. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.